It's Nobuo night, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My goodness, Tony, you were right in the Discord. It is going to be a tough one to keep up. I just have a feeling. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My gosh, Zanya Lasagna used 10,000 whole gams to skip the line for Shadow. Shadow, we're going straight to you guys, or to your request, and then we're going to get to all of you guys' requests. What's this bass drum cam doing? The bass drum cam, you couldn't even see the
pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
Pizza Bagel Bites. Bite-sized pizzas on wholesome little bagels.
Pizza during prime time, anytime's the right time. Pizza going down is so fine. So fine, so fine, so fine. When pizza's on a bagel, you can eat pizza anytime.
And any other time, try cheese bites, Dynabites, and hot bites.
That may have been the earliest bagel bites we've ever had. I mean, we said you could have them in the morning. Thank you, everybody, for being here. My goodness. Shadow? Kick us off. Shadow? Maybe Shadow's theme? I don't know. What do we have?
ありがとうございました。
Sweet Nobuo! There he was! Oh my goodness. Shadow, thank you. What a fun way to kick it off. So cool. And thank you for the kind words, man. Thank you so much, Zanya, for skipping the line for sweet, sweet Shadow. My goodness. We're going to keep it rolling here, folks. We're going to keep it rolling. Dr. Gamer Plays. Welcome back, dude. Dr. Gamer, I saw you got a request in. I do want to give you the opportunity. We are celebrating Nobuo Uematsu tonight. If you may have already done it, but I just wanted to at least say, if you wanted to get a Nobuo track, if you care, doesn't matter. ZB's here. And Pajama Torture with the resub of 59 whole dang months. You know what that means? Next month is the 5-year Strammiversary.
5 is right out.
Never even heard of the thing. Just dandy. Just dandy, Doctor. No problem. We got you in there. We will get there. We're going to move. Thank you for being here. Shadow, thank you for being here. Zanya, thanks for skipping Shadow for us all. We got the Gentleman J, Dr. Steal Your Face, Pajama Torture up next. Let us go. Let us go right now. Shadow, thank you so much for that. Nobuo Night! Yes, Jay. Yes, Jay. My goodness. The slop fest has already begun. Drop the stick. Get over there. Oh. Fev is here. What is up, Fev? I see spices and a meal and so many lovelies. And that song was certainly lovely. The last story, not to be confused with a final story. Certainly not. Jay, thank you for that. Nobuo, guys. Oh, I should have had a Nobuo command. Nobuo, guys. Nobuo game music, guys. Whew. He's already winded, folks. He's already winded. Tony warned me. Will Doctor Steal Your Face keep the blood pumping? Yes! Doctor, thank you. Oh my gosh. Terra battle. Terra. Holy smokes. Nobuo having lots of bangers? What a weird thing. Fev, you know what I bet you could find? I bet you could find a Nobuo Final Fantasy song in the style of a Mega Man game. Like one of the NES ones. A Mega Man 8-bit style of a Final Fantasy song. It's got to exist. It absolutely exists. Just if you needed some help. Watch out for that cliff. My goodness. Doctor, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for being here. Nessie Fanny, I read, is also here. Nessie Fanny, it's great. Wonderful to see you. Hope you're both having a wonderful evening. It's going to continue to be wonderful because, you know, Nobuo songs, and Nobuo songs brought to us by Pajama Torture? Like, dear? That was too good. Too good. Leflo, 35 whole dang months? Jamma. It was the perfect, man. Trust me, I had a trigger finger on it, Jay. I was right there. but I want to get through a whole bunch of requests tonight. Jamma, that was just absolutely perfect. I love how that one was, in the first part, a little Cosmo Canyon adjacent. Just like the Gentleman J one last story was a little bit Final Fantasy VII boss adjacent. So much fun. Jamma, that was an absolutely perfect song. Absolutely perfect. Maybe we'll close with it too. With the warm regards. The warmest of regards from GSB. It was like two songs in one. Yeah, I mean, but, gosh, Jamma, thank you so much. I loved that. I loved that. Lost Odyssey, a number, I think Jay brought a couple of those. Maybe Bumble, too? I think Bumble in the past couple has brought a Lost Odyssey. Andy, I can't remember if you were here for the first Nobuo night, but you've been here for a year now. Thank goodness. Hopefully this is your second.
Where do you think you're going?
Last time. Fuck.
Get used to disappointment.
Oh, gosh dang it. I hate it when I suck. Andy, I loved that though overall. That was just absolutely fantastic. But man, what a fun tune. Yeah, the picks tonight are just fantastic. What in the world? Let's do it again. That last one, so it There we go. Close enough. Andy, thank you. Everybody, thank you for your patience and pretending that I know what I'm doing. I want to make $8.5 million. Estepado Siberiano, greatest drummer in the world right now. No joke. Speaking of no joke, Zanya Lasagna is no joke. And I'm really excited to see what Zanya has for us today. Andy, thank you for that. Gosh. We're never going to get through them.
Where do you think you're going?
Zanya, unbelievable. Come on. Come on. What a fun tune. Holy cow. My goodness. Thank you so much. That one I just like I said, I'm gonna have to just keep moving because I keep repeating all of these songs. It's just what I like to do apparently because all of these songs are freaking great. My goodness, thank you so much, Zanya. What a fun track, an absolute treat. Speaking of absolute treats, it's Bumbledin. What an absolute treat. Nobuo. What the shit happened? I can't play that. God, I also need to get this mono situation figured out. I have to buy a new audio interface to do it, and I just don't want to. But I can't hear shit like that. It's just so muddy, and I'm like... And I know there's a whole lot more clarity in that. I love that song, though. So great. What a ride indeed, Jay. What a ride indeed. I wish I could have done it justice. Bumble, that was so awesome. So awesome. KB is here. Vigo's getting licked on the side of the face. Right, yeah. I thought it was going to keep going there too, Jamma. It was like, I was just starting to actually find it, and then, no. Vigo the Carpathian usually brings songs that are really just super mellow and chill, especially when it comes to Nobuo Night. I'm just sure of it. Vigo, thank you for being here. Bumble, thank you for being here. I love that. Thanks for putting me through the ringer. Vigo, put me through the ringer. It's not happening tonight, guys. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. God. Vigo, I loved that, man. I mean, I don't know all of his. I mean, that. Blackwood's here. Oh my goodness. Let's just keep this going. We got Taters. Taters, what in the world are we going to do today? It is great to have you here.
Okay, Taters. And we have the Blackwoods as heroes.
Vigo, I love that.
Taters, I'm gonna love this.
That was almost the opener. That was almost the opener. Man, what a great tune. So fun. God. Oh. Nessie Fanny getting one in. Second one? Oh, once we get to it. Yeah. Well, let's get to it. We got Emil, and then we got Nessie Fanny. And then Tony, my goodness,
Taters.
that song is so good. So good. Just in case we need more songs. We'll need more songs. We're getting close, but we need more songs.
Taters.
Thank you so much for that, dude. Rad as heck. My goodness. Speaking of rad as heck, it's Resident Emil. Emil, it is great to see you. Apparently I'm supposed to prepare myself. So, if it's Dancing Mad, I at least kind of know it. If it's some kind of orchestral arrangement,
Get used to disappointment.
I don't know the remake.
didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor a rumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
Thank you, Doc. Well, Emil, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry to everybody tonight. When there's anything slightly complicated. But man, I was very relieved when all of a sudden. Emil, thank you, dude. It is great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know you've been getting a lot of stuff done in your life currently. But man, says Doc, says me. Ah, gosh. Emil, I appreciate you. Thanks, bud. Thank you so much. Man, starting to sweat it out. I usually am wearing black t-shirts so you can't see me sweat it out. Emil, thank you. I appreciate you, bud. For reals. We got Nessie Fanny, and then we got Tony, and then we got Spices. My gosh, let's keep this going. Nobuo night, guys. Emil, thank you for that. Thank you for your spirit. Nessie. What an absolutely perfect pick. That was so good. Man, that is definitely the first time that song has been requested here. Nessie Fanny, thank you so freaking much. I may as well get this background music back on because I wanted to say hello to a couple people who I haven't said hello to yet. Like, I see the Necro G there, I see TR there, I see Mokoi there, and I see Randy is there. Welcome in, everybody. I adored that request. Nessie, thank you so much. Man. Drums are fun. It's fun to just hit shit. Randy Sandals coming in as a line skipper. Skipper. Look at you go, Randy. Look at you go. And Doctor, thank you so much for the gift sub. Sweet Nessie. Oh, look, a line skipper. Thank you, everybody, for being here on Nobuo Night. My gosh, it's just fantastic. It's the worst. Just the worst. We're going Randy, Tony, and Spices, and then we'll probably take a break. And Mokoi, you're probably going to kick off the second set. Randall? Hang on, what in the frick is going on? Copied it. Pasted it. Unintentional timestamp. What? This night is just a disaster. It's not. It's great. TR, thank you so much for the gift sub to both Gnarly Seabass and Bumbledon. Appreciate it, dude. Randy, I appreciate that, dude. My gosh. Like, right? These AI-generated city pop versions of video game soundtracks are real good. Real good. And Mega Man 1 is so good from beginning to end, and I am sure that this one is going to be wonderful from beginning to end. I'm right with you, Doc. I'm going to listen to that as well. My gosh. Randy, thank you for skipping the line. Thank you for bringing that into our lives sooner. We got Tony, and then we got Spices. And then we're going to take as quick of a break as possible. Or will we? Tony, thank you for being here. Let's go right now. Spices, I'm going to stop after that one. You're going to kick off the second set because I almost threw up. It was so good. That was so much fun. Tony, thank you for making me pass away with delight. So great. I'm going to do this too, guys. We are done with the requests. Spices, my apologies, but I need to catch up after that one. And I look forward to you kicking off the second set and then going to Mokoi. I also forgot to mention that I did see Ariel 001 and Euphilia here. Thank you so much for joining once again. Thank you all for being here. It's Nobuo night. We've seen this before, but it's just too damn good. I love you guys. I'll be right back. Enjoy.
80年代から90年代、日本の RPG の音楽は非常に象徴的なメロディーであった。当の作曲家たちは夢にも思わなかったが、後に彼らの楽曲は世界でも名門のオーケストラによって演奏されることになる。ファイナルファンタジーシリーズは名前の通りファンタジーですね。ファンタジーの世界で楽しめるロールプレイングゲームです。すごくドラマ性がしっかりした作品でして、まさになんかその演劇を見てるようなミュージカルを見てるような印象で楽しむことが特徴です。その素敵なミュージカル的なゲームの音楽を作ってるのが、植松信夫さんという方です。
What a crazy, crazy franchise. What a beautiful RPG world that they created. Not quite the final one yet, but it's the most fun I've had in playing a video game was playing Final Fantasy VII. And the music, though, the music was just...
Nobuo Uematsu is the game music guy. Final Fantasy VII, that soundtrack is like the quintessential music is great in games.
It's still like the go-to for being like, yeah, this is art. Like, this is like, video game music can be beautiful.
植松信夫です。いろんなゲーム音楽の作曲をやってます。もう25年以上やってますかね。生まれたところは日本の南の方の四国という島にある高知県というところで生まれました。山と川と自然が美しいところですね。大好きです。24、5歳の頃ですかね。音楽の仕事をしたかったんですけど、なかなかそんなコネクションも実力も経験もない人間に作曲の仕事なんかもらえるほど世の中甘くなくて、僕の家って狭い部屋なんですけど、毎晩いろんな夢を持ってるやつらが集まって、将来画家になりたいとか、将来小説家になりたい、書道家になりたいとか、そういうやつらが集まって酒を飲む、そういうのが僕の部屋で毎晩行われてたんですね。でそこにある日、私ゲームを作ってるんだっていう女の子がそのメンバーに加わるようになって、曲ゲーム用に書いてみないって言われて、でその子に連れられて行ったのがスクエアだったんですね。 ファイナルファンタジーの1作目から流れてるプレリュードっていう曲なんですけど、もうあれを作ってる頃はね、全部音楽の仕事が僕は終わってやれやれと思ってるところにボスが突然部屋にやってきて、あと1曲ここにこのオープニング画面に流れる曲をつけてくれ、あと30分しかないんだって言われて、でもそこでガーって作ったのを覚えてますね。そんな曲がファイナルファンタジーシリーズでずっと使われるとは夢にも思わなかった。よく昔のファミコンの音源ですとかスーパーファミコンの音源の時は音数が少なくて音楽を制作するの大変だったでしょうって言われるんですけど、僕ね意外と感じたことないんですよね。人間ってね、多分制限されればされるほど何とかしようって工夫を始めるもので、僕はその3音でどうやったらロックの曲ができるのか、どうやったらクラシックっぽい音楽ができるのかっていうのを逆に楽しんでたかもしれない。それが自分にとってのゲームのような感じでしたね。例えば一つのメロディーを鳴らすんですけど、一つはちゃんとした周波数で鳴らしてて、もう一つ同じメロディーを鳴らすんですね。でもそれは周波数をちょっとずらして、で音の出方のタイミングもちょっとずらすんですよ。そうするとただの電子音なのになんかこう揺らぎが生まれて、表情豊かな音になるんですよね。そういうのを来る日も一人でいろいろ試してやってましたね。ファミコンからスーパーファミコンへの変わった時ってのは一番大きかったのは、それまでの電子音3音からサンプリング音8音になったんですね。例えばフルートの音をサンプリングできるし、バイオリンの音もできるし、エレキベースもエレキギターもできるようになったんですけど、ファミコンの時の音楽が白黒テレビの映像だとしたら、スーパーファミコンの音楽はカラーテレビになったぐらいの違いはあったような気がします。僕が自分の音楽が初めてオーケストラで演奏されたのは、多分ファイナルファンタジーの1と2が終わった後の、すごい嬉しかったけど怖かったですね。僕は音楽の教育もまともに受けてないし、いまだに譜面とか読むの苦手なんですよ。書くのも読むのも苦手な人間が、もう3歳とか4歳の頃からずっと音楽を勉強してる7、80人の人に取り囲まれてるわけですよね。
I'm Arnie Roth. I'm music director and conductor of Distant Worlds music from Final Fantasy. Distant Worlds is dedicated to presenting the music of Final Fantasy as close to the way as it was originally heard in the game as possible.
アニロスさんっていう人はディスタントワールドのコンダクト指揮をやってくださってる方で、僕はオーケストラとかクラシックに対するコンプレックスがあって、すごい真面目な堅苦しい人なんだろうなっていう気持ちだったんですけど、実際にお会いしてみるとものすごくフランクで柔らかくて楽しくて酒飲みで
He and I are a product of many of the same musical influences. So we constantly are talking back and forth about these things. I'll never forget the first year I was doing some of the Dear Friends concerts, and he came out to one of them. We were riding in the car to him after a rehearsal, and I said, you know, Nobu-san, it's very funny. Every time I'm working on One Winged Angel with an orchestra, I hear Jimi Hendrix' Purple Haze. He says, that's what I was thinking of when I wrote this. Overwhelmingly, the concert feels like a beautiful family gathering of everyone single-mindedly loves Final Fantasy music and wants to be there for that reason. So it's very embracing of Nobuo-san sitting in the audience with us. There's a lot of electricity right from the beginning. There are some themes that go back to the Chocobo theme or, you know, some of these very early themes that are still in use today, maybe 50 or 100 variations later. But we see the same fanatical response to those themes. Some of the things that he attempted were outrageously difficult back then to do with this computer chip. A little 8-bit character, how do you inject emotion and fear and drama, you know, into it? And he was able to do it with music. And that it can translate that well into full orchestration is also a testament to the way he wrote. Melody and structure first.
ファイナルシンフォニーとかディスタントワールドとかで自分の曲が演奏されてて、いやーいいなと思って涙流れることってありますよ。でも周りファンの子たちがいっぱい座ってるからバレないようにバレないように涙をこう拭く
My name is Thomas Böcker. I'm a producer of video game music concerts since 11 years now. The idea behind Final Symphony is presenting the music of Final Fantasy in a very, let's say, classical way. What we are doing is retelling the stories of the games with the music. 2003, it was the first video game music concert performed outside of Japan. It was my very first concert which I produced, and we got Nobuo Uematsu to attend this concert. So this was his first time that he went outside of Japan to attend a concert with his music performed by an orchestra. He was, I think, quite amazed to see that an European orchestra was performing his music, and there were many fans also asking for autographs.
例えばファイナルファンタジースクエアに出会う前の自分にとって作曲の仕事を探してる自分にとってこういう日が来るっていうのは夢にも思わなかったですよね。
Final Symphony consists of 3 pieces, basically. There's the symphonic poem based on Final Fantasy VI, and then a piano concerto based on the themes from Final Fantasy X, and finally Jonne's magnificent symphony based on the music from Final Fantasy VII. One of the greatest things with these concerts is just this, that all the audience, they really have this very strong emotional connection to the music. And I know with myself also, I've been playing games as a kid, and not only does it bring back memories of the games, but like from that whole era of my life.
I hear quite often from Japanese composers that they never could expect that they are so famous and well-known outside of Japan. They are telling me that they were just sitting in their small rooms, working under a very tight deadline to finish this work, and they always thought like maybe a few people would listen to it. And then out of a sudden, they are like sitting in a concert hall with 2,000 people cheering when only his name is mentioned.
ファイナルファンタジーの20数年間って僕を育ててくれたんですよ。だからゲーム音楽って自分の母校みたいなもんですよね。昔通ってた学校、育ててくれた学校みたいなもんなんで、自分が好む好まざるとに変わらず、もう一生ついて回るんじゃないでしょうかね、僕に。そういう運命的なもんだと思いますね。
Thank you, everybody, for sticking around. Nobuo, guys. Jeepers. Spices, kick us off. I just have to take a little bit of a break after that one because holy crap, that was unbelievable. What an all, like, Song of the Night is right, I think. Wow, that was so fun. So fun. Yes, an underrated gem indeed. Holy crap. As soon as this came on, I was just like, whoa. Whoa. And we got Drawith here? Turtlewax is here. What is up, dude? Happy first day of spring here in the United States. Happy Nobuo birthday. Over there. All the way in
Japan.
About time you got here, young man. All right, I gotta hustle. I got so many songs I get to get through. I love it so much. Spices, thank you for an all-timer. That was just absolutely incredible, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Mokoi. We got 001. We got Dr. Gamer. Man, I hope y'all are still sticking around. My goodness. Mokoi. Oh, that's right.
Japan.
Mokoi, thank you for that. My goodness. My goodness. What am I doing? I don't have time for background music right now. I need to get through a bunch. I forgot that he did the main theme. Didn't he? He did, right? He did. The Brawl theme. Mokoi, thank you so much for that. I do. Like, my gosh, look at all these awesome requests. Let us keep it going. Mokoi, thank you so much for that. 001. 001, welcome back and welcome to Nobuo Night. What in the heck do you have for us? Oh, a trailer. Okay, hang on. Is this like, well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. chance you got this without all the sound effects and stuff?
Alize! Are you alright?
I can look after myself, you know. And I've had enough of this rot. Come on!
As the chaos spread, the star seemed doomed to unravel, and yet... there were those who stood in defiance of that fate.
The hour is come, retry. It's all or nothing.
Thank you, Doctor. We're going to skip ahead a bit. Not that far, though. This sounds like a different song altogether. my goodness, 001, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about the shenanigans and not being able to keep up. What a fun tune, though. My goodness, did Nobuo actually do that one? I know he did I know he's done one before. He's done a 14 theme. Endwalker. Roxas. Ariel, thank you so much. My apologies for not being able to keep up with the first one. My goodness. An incredibly humbling night this evening on Nobuo Night, which is appropriate because, my God, this man. Dr. Gamer Plays, thank you so much for being here earlier. I'm not sure if you are still here, but we're going to play this song. I appreciate you being here, dude. Ariel, thank you so much. My goodness. Let us go. Let us go. Hee-haw.
Maximum power!
Unbelievable. A slight break from Nobuo Night. And I appreciate it. My goodness, that song ruled. And it was exactly what my body needed, so my goodness. Tiber's here! What's up, dude? Dr. Gamer, if you watch this later, thank you so much for that, and thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing that really, really great pick. That kind of jam is the kind of jam that just hits me right in the core, and I just want to stay there. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Speaking of dudes who I appreciate, Zach Black? Oh, boy.
Okay.
I'll take just that little bit. All these orchestrated, or not orchestrated, arranged and metal things. People just have so much fun. People have so much freaking fun. That was freaking fun. ZB, thank you so much for that, dude. Thank you so much for being here. It is great to have you here. Pick one. Oh, Randy's got to pick one. Nice. I like a good pick one. The Gentleman J is up next. ZB, thank you so much for joining us, young man. Happy Friday to you. You are in Nobuo's birthday right now. I am still 2 hours and 35 minutes away from Nobuo's birthday here in the central time zones. I loved that. It's an orchestral one. God damn it! That's a proper fade out right there. Wow. Wow. Was that one the Nobuo one? Wasn't there a Nobuo one in Final Fantasy XII? So fun. So fun. My goodness. There was a single. Yeah, that's what I thought. I did it when I did my scrubbing, like through the list of the discography or whatever. I was like, yeah, there's a 12 in there that I forgot about. I've got the collector's edition of that game with the steel like case. It's really nice. I barely remember anything about that game. Let's keep it going. My goodness, we got holy crap. We have oh, that's right. One of them is a choose. Who cares? We're going to play all these fucking songs, and I'm really looking forward to it. Jay, thank you for that. Thank you for being here, dude. I really appreciate it, man. For reals. Dr. Steal Your Face. For reals.
Okay.
Man, I could play that for the entire hour, obviously. Durr. Doc, thank you for that lovely, lovely time. Thank you for that lovely, lovely tune, a lovely version of that tune. Thank you for that lovely break. We've got Lefla, we've got Euphelia, we've got Andy, Bumble Turtle, Nessie, and Randy. My gosh, so many awesome tunes to do. I can't believe it. Doc, thank you for that. What an absolute treat. Leflo? Let's go.
Okay.
God, so good. I love that guy. Toxic? Oh yeah. God, that dude is his. The thing that I also like about his versions of metal songs is, for me, selfishly, the drums are a little more accessible or attainable. Like I can like kind of hit the stuff. Like when GaMetal does their stuff. I mean, that guy's like, and I'm like, but at least with this guy, I can at least. I don't know. I love it. Thank you so much for that, dude. Leflo, what an absolute treat. Chaos Temple, man. Sweet Garland. Sweet Garland. We've got Euphelia up next. Yes. Euphelia, how in the heck are you? Welcome back. I hope you're still hanging out with us. Chaos Temple, man. Or is that a Mega Man character? Chaos Temple, man. Garland, hardly know her. Euphelia is here. Thank you so much for sticking around. My goodness, let us go right now. was a lot of fun. Euphelia, thank you for putting me through the ringer. Oh my. Oh my. Euphelia, thank you so much for that. What an absolute treat was that. That was some Nobuo doing some Final Fantasy 15, huh? Huh? Ha! Unbelievable. Holy cow. My goodness. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for returning. The both of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Andy, we're back to you, bud. And then Bumble, and then Turtle, and then Nessie, and Randy. My God. Andy, thank you so much for being here. Euphelia, thank you so much for being here again. Andy. Ooh.
Oh, friend, my friend, kokoro ni saita hana wa my friend. So that 幼い頃 がるのならまたあの時と同じような季節を木漏れ日の中で伝えきれずにいた想い今なら言えるよ Oh friend My friend 風が香るほどに Oh friend My friend 心に咲いた花は My friend
Ah, holy shit. Ah.
Got very good arms.
Andy, thank you so much. And I think you're right. I mean, I looked at when I was doing my Wikipedia-ing on seeing things that I could do. I'm pretty sure that the Blue Dragon theme song is at least co-composed by Nobuo. It was I saw it in the thing. So this was not a surprise when I was like, excuse me, that's here. What an absolute treat. Andy, thank you so much. So much fun. What an absolute treat. Bumble, so much fun. What an absolute treat you are, young man. Let us go. Whoa. Oh.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
Bumble, thank you so much for that. What an absolute treat. My goodness. I very much appreciate it. That's an Annihilate. It might be. That felt great. Oh my goodness. Bumble, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, dude. A real treat. We got Turtle Wax and then Nessie Fanny and then Randy giving me an option. Running the option. Now, Turtle Wax earlier had expressed to me that maybe he wasn't so familiar with Nobuo, so maybe he wasn't going to go with a Nobuo pick. And let me tell you, when you go with a non-Nobuo pick on Nobuo night...
It's dangerous!
It's spring! Summoned. Zero, thank you so much for the raid, dude, and welcome in, Raiders. My goodness, how was your stream this evening? Turtle? Next 3 hours, yeah, Andy, for sure. Turtle, thank you so much. There was some chant earlier about, I can't remember which Final Fantasy song it was that sounded like it was it was the ukulele one. And I saw it and I was like, yes. Zero, I'm so glad that the bird is not in your basement after all. My goodness, Zero, if you happen to have, we're doing Nobuo Uematsu night, so if you're a Final Fantasy fan, or if you're familiar with him, I may be able to sneak it in. I'm gonna go to Nessie Fanny's, and Randy's next, but if you've got one, if you've got a Nobuo Uematsu song, that'd be rad as heck. And even though you came in on a song that was not Nobuo Uematsu, because, you know, Turtle brought some Banjo-Kazooie for the first day of spring. GSB is going to bed. Good night, dear. The warmest of regards. My goodness. Zero, I appreciate you being here, man. I hope you had a great stream. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday evening. I have a feeling that our Thursday evening is going to continue to be delightful with Nessie Fanny's request here. Ooh!
People will come, Ray. Parisans they can't even fathom, longing for the past. And it'll be as if they'd dipped themselves in magic waters. People will come, Ray. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come.
Nessie Fanny, thank you for that. And what a good Nessie cut on that. Yes. Thank you so much. My goodness. Zero, go ahead and throw your pick in. Randy, we're going to do this one. Perfect, Zero. version? Are you shitting me? I was going to end it after the third rotation. 13-hour stream, yeah. Randy, thank you. Yes, Neoshima. Welcome back. Nobuo Knight. My goodness. My goodness. Hey, Randy, can you get that one back that you had, please? Zero, even if this has been requested, it definitely does not matter, because I would love to play the same song again. Oh, I can drum for 13. I could drum for 13 hours. I just couldn't go full steam the whole time. We could do it. I almost did a 12-hour stream for my 40th birthday, but some shenanigans got in the way, and I was really pissed about it, but...
I'm a man! I'm 40!
So I did 7 hours instead. It was fine. I have no idea what you're coming with here, Zero. But again, if we have already played it, wonderful. Wonderful! Dancing Mad Closer. Yeah, I wish I had that time. I really don't, though. Zero, I do have time for this. Randy, thank you so much for that.
Where do you think you're going?
Zero, I saw that the chat took care of you, but yeah, we didn't have the actual OG version of it, so thank you, thank you, thank you.
Lady Potatoes, Lady Potatoes.
Lady Potatoes, thank you so much for the follow. My goodness. Zero, thank you so much for the raid again, and thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful pick. I love it's one of the best songs ever made, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for being here. Randy, thank you for this. We have to. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm just going to get this thing going because I'm going to get this thing going. Randy, thank you so much for that. Thank you, everybody, for bringing Nobuo songs tonight. I love this night every single time so much. And I'm sorry I was so negative on myself in the first set. I just felt I wasn't doing the Nobuo, giving the Nobuo respect. I just want to listen to this. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Happy birthday, Nobuo. Thank you, Randy, for that gift to Lady Potatoes.
Jeff, no thanks. Jeff, Randy Sandals. Jeff, pajama torture. Jeff, Dr. Steal Your Face. Jeff, okay, potatoes. Jeff, Larissa, Jeff, McCoy. Jeff, Ledlow, Jeff, Vigo. Jeff, Pumble, Jeff, Mara. Jeff, Gustavo, Jeff, Knuckle Busto. Jeff, Gentleman, Jeff, Joe, Ray, Jeff, Turtle Wax, Jeff, Toros. Jeff, Teal, Jeff, Retro Runner. Jeff, Spiteful Frog. Jeff, Retrofoul. Jeff, Skeletor. Marley, Seagrass. Jeff, Mouth, Jeff, Skunky. Jeff, Necro-G. Jeff, Zaddy, Alisogno. There's only one place to be on Thursday nights, and you know where it is. It's at North X Place with the Gam Fam.
Happy birthday, Nobuo. He's 66 today. 66. I was going to try to do something silly with Execute Order 66, but we weren't. Yeah, that's it, man. He's hopefully got a whole lot of life in him still. But a whole lot of crazy shit's been happening in the world. And, I don't know, who fucking knows? Fuck. Thank you everybody for sticking around. That is an interesting observation there, Jay. What is the time phenomenon there where you're growing up as a kid and you got your dad and you've also got this guy who's making music? What's the... Absolutely fantastic. Thank you everybody for being here on Nobuo night. I know themed streams are always a little bit of a weird thing for everybody, but I really appreciate it. And Nobuo was one of the first guys to turn me on to video game music. Or to one of the first guys to turn me on by video game music. Chrono Distortion. ZB, thank you, dude. I mean, come on. Why not? Why not? I mean, part of me is like, well, if we do a Nobuo night, we should probably do a Koji Kondo night. We should probably do all these other nights, but I don't know. This is the guy. Like Anamanaguchi said, he's just like the guy. Turtle Wax, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for being here. I suppose I should send this party somewhere. Thank you again for being here.
Lady Potatoes.
I really appreciate it. Appreciate each and every one of you. Gosh darn lovely folks. What the heck do we have here? What is going on? What is going on? Let's go see Blackwood. Thank you everybody for being here. Zero, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for being here. Thank you for an awesome request, man. That was the only. Was that the only Final Fantasy boss fight theme that we had that wasn't a cover? It may have been. Let me make sure Blackwood's still going. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, nope, they're going. They're done. Blackwood's done. Blackwood and Mrs. are done, so I'm glad I checked in. Let's go see, Oh, yeah. Let's go check out some popcorn. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Fev, yes, thank you for being here, dude. Jay, Randy, look at all these. Just lovelies. Sweet Pop. Popcorn's the best. Thank you guys for being the best. I love Nobuo Uematsu's music, and I love playing the drums. So thank you for giving me a whole lot of opportunities to do that tonight. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for sticking around, those of you who did or who were even here for 20 seconds at all. I really appreciate it. You taking any time out of your night to be here. Let's go hang out with Popcorn, because obviously he is the ding-dang best. I love you guys. Thanks so much. Nobuo Uematsu, thanks for being one of the best and most important people in my life. It's true.